You guys need to watch this whole video before you decide that you're gonna move here to the Reno Sparks area. If you're thinking about moving to Northern Nevada, specifically in Reno, Sparks, or Carson City, I have a few little known tidbits that you're gonna wanna be aware of. And spoiler alert, most of them are good things. So sorry for the clickbait, but I got you and I wanna keep you. So make sure you stay tuned. I'm gonna give you 5 things, and then if you stay till the end, I'm gonna give you a bonus 6th thing that you should know about fabulous Reno, Nevada. Coming in at number 1 is that Reno is starting to become known for its wine culture. There are actually a growing number of vineyards in this high desert wine country, so to speak. There are actually a small handful right in Reno. You could visit La Vecchia Winery, which is on Gordon Avenue. They specialize in Italian style wines, and they also have a really awesome patio for sitting and tasting. Reno Winery is on East 4th Street. This is a company that actually sources its grapes from California, which honestly makes sense because of the climate being better there, most likely, for growing grapes than what we have here in the desert. However, this urban winery actually produces a lot of really great wines right here in Reno. If you did want to visit a vineyard, there actually is a vineyard out in Fallon. It's called Churchill Vineyard, and it is known for its estate-grown wine. So hopefully that's a positive for you. If you like wine as much as I do, hopefully you'll come here and check out our wineries. Another cool thing about life in Reno is that we are close to so many amazing hot springs. If you are a hot spring fanatic like I tend to be, you're gonna love living here. We have obviously a mix of developed and then raw natural hot springs. 2 of the developed ones are right here in Reno, Steamboat Hot Springs, which is in South Reno. Those are gonna have private rooms with big 2-person tubs. You actually just turn a faucet on with really hot water, and you can kind of temper it to your liking with a cold nozzle. And then those rooms also have a shower, which is awesome because you can be hot and cold and hot and cold and do the whole range of temperatures throughout the day. You leave feeling awesome. They also do massage and other body work there, which is really nice. You can also check out the Carson Hot Springs down in Carson City. They did some major renovations to the outdoor tubs recently. The outside is looking awesome. There are tons of tubs, a lot more space than there ever has been. One thing that I did realize though on my last visit there, they didn't really account for the increase of capacity on the indoor amenities. So the locker room, to be honest, was a complete swamp. So I would recommend, if you're gonna visit the Carson Hot Springs, just come up with some kind of plan to not really have to change, whether that's like layering clothes on top of your wetsuit or whatever. It's just gonna be a big challenge. We also have Travertine and a few other hot springs that are within, 1 to 3 hours of driving if you want to make a day of it. If you want to know more about those, just leave a comment and I'll send you a quick list of ones that I visited and places I can recommend. Another great thing about life here in the Reno area is the thriving arts and culture scene. Obviously, the casinos bring entertainment. Most of them have showrooms and they bring in touring acts and whatnot, or resident productions that, are kind of part of the casino circuit. But we also have some really amazing independent venues here. Obviously, the theater, it's literally called The Theater, is on Keystone Avenue. They have their resident production called Magique, which toured the world for 30 years and now lives permanently in their own venue, which they outfitted for that show. It's beautiful, it's amazing. They also get some other acts. I know they do a comedy at night, they do some cirque shows, they do other things there, so make sure you check them out. They're awesome. Reno's also home to the Pioneer Theater, which is the only equity theater in Reno, which means they get actual touring Broadway shows. Arts and entertainment culture are very alive here. If that is appealing to you, you're gonna love life here. If you are a history buff, my next one is for you. You are gonna love visiting historic smaller towns like Carson City, but also Virginia City. You can pretty much step back into time when you go to Virginia City. It's a little old mining town, and so much of that has been preserved. It's lined with saloons up and down the tiny little main street, and there are historic and allegedly haunted hotels that you can stay at, but it's just very charming. There's a lot of really old-timey shops and restaurants and boutiques, and it's just a fun way to spend the day. There is a train that you can take from Carson City to Virginia City and back. So you get on the train in Carson. All of the personnel on the train are dressed in period time clothing, and they give you a little bit of history, and they drop you off in Virginia City. You have about 3 hours to kill there, and then they bring you back on the train. It's a really nice way to spend the day. Coming in at number 5 is that there is so much outdoor recreation here beyond skiing. Obviously, skiing and snowboarding is a major part of the outdoor culture here, just because we are so close to Tahoe, where you have all the big resorts. But on top of that, there is so much else to see and love. You can float the Truckee River in Reno, which is a real hoot, let me tell you. There's also all kinds of hiking, mountain biking, and swimming. And I don't just mean Lake Tahoe. There are plenty of other lakes in the area that are lesser known by the tourist folk, so you can probably have better chances of finding parking and finding a spot on the beach where you're not shoulder to shoulder with people who are here from out of town for the weekend. And for my bonus feature, because you guys were so patient, I'm gonna tell you that if you are a foodie, you are absolutely gonna love living here. In the past, I don't know, handful of years, it has really developed. The culinary culture here has exploded. You can get all different kinds of foods. For a city of this size, it's actually very diverse and eclectic, and there's just so much. I don't even know where to begin. We have an amazing French restaurant, Beaujolais Bistro. You would love that if you like French food. We have all different kinds of Asian food. My favorite for date night is definitely Arario, and there's just so much to see and love about the culture here. If you have any questions about life here, or you want some recommendations if you're thinking about coming here to visit, I would love to be of service to you. And of course, if you're thinking about making a purchase or a sale, I'm a realtor here. I would love to help you devise a winning strategy and help you come up with your next and best steps to get you into your dream home or help you sell. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I put out new content every single week about the Northern Nevada lifestyle, the Reno Sparks housing market, and of course, all things related to buying and selling real estate. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week. If you want to keep up with me between now and then, follow me on Instagram, Sarah_is_selling. All right, I'll see you guys next week.